Hello and welcome. Today, we take a trip into a book that feels like a dream you can't forget. 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel García Márquez. Márquez, from Colombia, fills his stories with the bright colors and sounds of his home country. This story invites us to Macondo, a place both real and made up, a town you won't find on any map, but will feel as real as your own neighborhood. Macondo is more than just a place. It's like a living person, growing and changing with its people. The town was started with a dream, a wish for peace, but even the most peaceful places hold secrets and sadness. The book follows the Buendía family over 7 generations. They are the heart and soul of Macondo. Through their eyes, we experience love, war, magic, and the mysteries of life. What makes this book special is how it mixes everyday life with magical events. This is called magical realism. In Macondo, priests float after drinking hot chocolate, and young women go up to heaven while folding laundry. These things are treated as normal parts of life. This reminds us the world is full of amazing things, and sometimes the most unbelievable things can happen. So take a deep breath, open your mind, and let's step into the incredible world of Macondo together. Our story begins with a trip. José Arcadio Buendía and Ursula Iguaran, cousins who were scared their children might be born with a pig's tail. After José Arcadio kills a man, they leave their old life behind, looking for a place free from the ghosts of their past. With friends and family, they walk for months through jungle and mountains, searching for a new start. The jungle seems to go on forever, but one night, José Arcadio dreams of a city of mirrors, a place of hope. He wakes up and says they will build their new town by a clear river, calling it Macondo. Macondo is born from a dream, showing how much he wanted to create a perfect world for his family. The village starts with just 20 mud brick houses, set up so every home gets sunlight. In the beginning, it's a truly perfect place. No one has died, and the world is so new that many things still don't have names. This is the simple start of the Buendía family's story. A blank page for 100 years of love, war, magic, and being alone. Macondo is a fresh start, but as we'll see, even paradise can't escape the shadows of the past. The Buendía story is about hope, but also about the patterns that shape every family. Their journey sets the stage for everything to come. At the center of our story are José Arcadio Buendía and Ursula Iguaran. José Arcadio is the head of the family, strong, full of ideas, and obsessed with understanding the world. He's fascinated by science and magic, often ignoring his family as he chases impossible dreams. Gypsies, led by Melquiades, bring amazing things like magnets and ice, making him even more curious. His search for knowledge is both his strength and his downfall, pulling him away from real life. Ursula, meanwhile, is the family's rock. Sensible, hard-working, and the true heart of the home. She supports the family with her candy business and keeps the house running when her husband is lost in his obsessions. Ursula lives over 100 years, seeing the family's repeating patterns of joy and sadness. She tries to stop these patterns, but the current is strong. Her long life makes her the family's memory, a living reminder of their loneliness. Together, they show the struggle between dreams and reality at the heart of Macondo. The Buendía family uses the same names, Aureliano and José Arcadio, for 7 generations. These names aren't just labels. They shape how people act and what happens to them. José Arcadios are quick to act and love adventure, while Aurelianos are quiet and thoughtful. This repeating of names becomes a main idea, showing how families get stuck in cycles. Ursula notices the pattern, her children and grandchildren living through the same good times and bad times. The family is caught in a spinning wheel, unable to escape the past. Their history becomes a tangled mess, all connected by these names that keep coming back. Time in Macondo isn't a straight line, but a circle. The past is always here. The ghosts of ancestors walk the house, and traits passed down from family shape each generation. The Buendía's inability to learn from history leads to things getting worse. They are caught in a loop, a 100-year cycle of being alone, always looking backward. In Macondo, the line between what's real and what's magical is beautifully blurred. This is magical realism. Amazing events are part of daily life and accepted as normal. When Melquiades brings ice, the townspeople see it as a miracle, not science. Remedios the beauty, so lovely men die for her, floats away while hanging laundry, Her family is more worried about the missing bedsheets than her going up to heaven. The ghost of Prudencio Aguilar, killed by Jose Arcadio, follows the family. A constant reminder of guilt and the past that can't be escaped. Magical events aren't just for show. They show the character's inner feelings and thoughts. Yellow butterflies follow Mauricio Babilonia, showing forbidden love. The sleep sickness, which makes people forget things, shows how easily history can be lost. By treating magic as real, Márquez suggests life is full of mystery, and our dreams are as real as anything we see. In Macondo, the past is never truly gone. It lives on in every magical moment. The amazing thing about Macondo is that the impossible feels perfectly normal. One of the most important people in the story is Colonel Aureliano Buendía, the second son of Jose Arcadio and Ursula. Quiet and alone as a child, he grows into a famous rebel leader when civil war breaks out. He fights for fairness, starting 32 wars, and loses every single one. Surviving many attempts to kill him, he becomes a legend. But the endless fighting wears down his spirit. The war, once about good ideas, becomes a cycle of violence that leaves him empty and alone. The Buendía family and Macondo suffer, sons are lost, and the colonel has 17 sons, all named Aureliano, who are eventually hunted down and killed. The war takes away the colonel's passion, making him cold and unable to love. After years of fighting, he signs a peace agreement and comes home, spending his days making tiny golden fish, melting and remaking them in a pointless cycle. His repetitive task is like the uselessness of war and the family's endless patterns. The colonel's story is a powerful message about how conflict takes away what makes us human. He fought for decades, only to end up completely alone, stuck in his own loneliness. The wars leave scars on Macondo, marking the beginning of its downfall. In the end, the colonel's loneliness is the loneliness of a family and a town. For years, Macondo is cut off, but everything changes with the arrival of the railway. The yellow train brings new people, ideas and technology, electricity, movies, telephones. The world of gypsies and magic begins to fade. An American fruit company arrives, buying land and building a banana farm, bringing good times, but at a high cost. The company creates a separate, fenced-in town for its managers, dividing Macondo. The farm workers, living in sadness, go on strike for better conditions. The army responds with violence, killing thousands of unarmed workers and their families. The company removes the killing from history, and survivors are told it never happened. This shared forgetting marks the start of Macondo's final decline. The town is left hurt, forced to forget its pain, and slowly falls into a sad oblivion. The arrival of the outside world brings progress, but also destruction and loss. Memory and forgetting haunt Macondo and the Buendía family. The sleep sickness makes people forget names, objects, even themselves, forcing them to label everything to remember. This sickness is like a picture of how easily a community can lose its history and who it is. The banana massacre is denied by the government, making the town's confusion and loneliness deeper. The Buendías, unable to remember past mistakes, repeat them. Obsessive love, pointless wars, pride that keeps them alone. Ursula remembers everything, but as she gets old and goes blind, her warnings are ignored. The family spins in a whirlwind of its own making, each person fundamentally alone despite the crowded house. The Aurelianos retreat into thinking, the Jose Arcadios into wildness, each isolated by obsession and pride. Their loneliness is a curse, passed down through generations. Without memory or love, the family cannot escape its sad fate. The cycles of loneliness define both the family and the town. As the story ends, Macondo falls apart. Endless rains wash away good times, and the Buendía house crumbles. Only a few family members remain, living like ghosts among memories and regrets. The last Buendía is born from a forbidden love, making the family's oldest fear come true: he has a pig's tail. This marks the end of the cycle and the family's time on Earth. Aureliano Babilonia figures out Melquiades' old papers, discovering the family's entire history was written 100 years before. He reads about himself and the moment he's living, realizing the Buendías were doomed to loneliness because they couldn't love. The papers show that once he finishes reading, he and Macondo will be wiped from the world. A great windstorm rises, tearing the town apart. The city of mirrors is destroyed, and the memory of the Buendía family vanishes forever. As the book says, races condemned to 100 years of solitude did not have a second opportunity on earth.